Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. Just watched Mary F. Kill on Tubi. It is a Tubi original, and it's new, and it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. This movie follows five estranged college friends as they reunite for their friend's funeral after her suicide, only for a game of Mary F. Kill to turn into something far more sinister. So, not the most original plot, but uh, let's talk about who's in this movie. It was directed by Carolyn Labrache, sounds French. Written by Ian Carpenter and Aaron Martin, no relation. And it stars Jedediah Goodacre as Grant, pretty major character. Maxine Diniz as Paige, pretty major character. Robbie G.K. as Simon. Cynthia Jimenez Hicks as Helen. Dina Jarvis Vicky. Devin, boy, that's a good one. Cacciato as Beth. And Tanya Clark as Stephanie. So, the group, the opening scene takes us into kind of a little scene with Beth and the suicide. I'm doing air quotes because it's a little misleading, and suicide can trigger people's trauma reflexes. So, the implication is suicide, but this is, a horror movie, murder, mystery, thriller, all that kind of good stuff. So stick through it. It's a real brief opening scene, and it's pretty crucial to the story. So yeah, you get these five friends kind of gathering together. So you get their little montage, intro-y type things as Stephanie, who was like older. I believe she was the aunt of Beth. And I don't know how Beth had this like pretty big estate. Maybe it was explained and I just didn't catch it, or it just was like her family home and she inherited it. So with her passing, all of the friends are gathering for the funeral, and they are going to stay in Beth's house. And Stephanie is immediately a little sketch when she says to the group, "Oh, so you'll just be here for the funeral and then you'll be going?" Because the townspeople are weirded out when strangers are around. And one of the college kids or whatever they are states that they'll be staying for the reading of the will because they were all in the will. And Stephanie apparently didn't know that. So that, gives a little weird vibe for Aunt Stephanie. We go through a little tour of the house, and, it's a creepy old house, but, not so creepy. Stephanie, as a parting gift, as she's on her way out to let the five do their thing or whatever, just chill, gives them like a bag of weed, joints, rolled up pot sticks, whatever those are called, little doobies. And she explains how the land borders with like this supernatural land, paranormal land. So her garden of plants is stronger than the average marijuana. And so to be careful and enjoy it and blah, blah, blah. And then she goes off. And so she gives off the red herring sus type things, like she's our first new suspect out of the group of 5 suspects of like what led Beth to do herself in. And, like that's all kind of normal plot for this movie. So whenever I see a movie that has such a familiar plot, I like to stick with it and listen and watch and try to like, how are they going to do this different? And I think I've been saying that a lot lately. So I'm watching apparently a lot of movies that are very repetitious with storyline. So it becomes a little bit more witchcrafty, so to speak. And then there's like ghost type stuff. Like that first basic plot stuff I will be the most I give away, because it does start taking a little bit of a different ish twist with the characters. There's not a really big kill count until till the end. It takes a little while. They do a so-so job of kind of building like a haunted house type feel. There's some backstory with Beth's family heritage and witchcraft and occult type things, and one of the other characters explains how the game Mary F. Kill is kind of like has witchcraft, old timey-wimey history to it from the old bind, bed, and bury witchcraft. So we go through, we get creepiness from Stephanie again at the funeral. She gives one of the characters like the Crazy Ralph warning, like, get out as fast as you can, it's not safe. We do have a hookup or two. They're very quick and they are non-nude. So if you're looking for any boobies, you won't get any. Some of the things that I wrote down were like the crazy aunt Stephanie's warnings involved using terms like the dark arts and you are the charismatic center was brought up at one point by a character. I did think there was a funny line about Grant's dick having caused enough problems already. And there's some flashback scenes that kind of retro the opening scene and kind of put that into perspective. And then there's some really bad CGI blood scene at the end of the movie, and then their twisty reveal. The ending, this movie, I didn't hate it. First of all, for being such a familiar plot and everything, I didn't hate this movie. The characters are okay. The acting is all okay. I did read some reviews after watching it because I wasn't sure how I felt about the ending, which that is the only thing that I didn't necessarily love, but I see where they were going with it because of the way they were trying to kind of twist this familiar story. There were a lot of people that have trashed this. It only has a 3.6 star rating on IMDb, but I say that kind of like reluctantly because there's only been like 150 reviews. So when a new movie comes out, I noticed that I mentioned these IMDb ratings and maybe there's not even 100 or 200 reviews. I don't know that that's giving it a fair review because it hasn't had time to get a lot of people to type reviews. But this is on Tubi original. It's worth checking out if you want to like a little suspenseful thriller. There's not a lot of gore, not a lot of there's like maybe like a side boob, but it's not a horrible movie by any means. And it's kind of a fun twist on the Mary F. Kill because even that in itself has been themed out in horror movies, but definitely the the college friends getting together after one of the other friends has been murdered, killed, or suicided, or whatever. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this movie, or if you have ever played Marry F Kill. Oh, you know what you could do? What would you do? Marry, or kill? You just put it right down in there below, all about this guy. Marry, or kill. Have a great day.